It was like it was love coming to me. It was so peaceful that I didn't want to leave because it was something I'd never felt before. And then something happened that was something that I wasn't very proud of in a lot of ways. I had a review of my life. And I've heard this story from a lot of other people that they've had life reviews. And I totally understand what they went through. Because you don't just see it on a video screen. You don't just see it in your head. What you do is you live it. You live every emotion that happened from the day that you were born until I was 28 years old. I started off by seeing myself being on my mother's stomach. Now, being given life, to come into this world. And I'll never forget seeing how I hurt people. When you're going after money and you're going after status in life, you almost do everything you can to get ahead. I played professional basketball over in Europe, and you always wanted to be just a little bit better than that other person, because sometimes that's all you needed to get to the next level. And so I knew how to do that very well. And it transferred into my everyday life in the business world. But what I didn't realize is, until I had this life review, is how the other person felt when I did something maybe unethically to get better than him or her. In a life review, you would think you'd feel guilty. You'd feel like you were being stepped on or stabbed at or disciplined. It was not like that at all. For me, it was more of a learning experience. I had to learn how to treat people better. The other thing I noticed was I didn't see any of my riches around me. I didn't see any of motorhomes or boats or toys or all my cars. I didn't see any of that. The only thing I saw was how I treated people. And this has probably been one of the biggest learning experiences of my life, is to try to understand how people feel about what I'm saying to them, and to listen, because every person's journey is totally different. After I reviewed my life, I went, okay, I did it. I didn't have anybody to argue with. There was no way to explain why I did what I did. I did it, and I accepted it. Well, after standing there for a few minutes and contemplating what had happened, I realized that everything that was done in that life review was done with love. And I realized that, I could have been chastised. I mean, somebody could have walked up and smacked me or put me inside of a cage or whatever. That's what the actions that I was doing. But it wasn't done that way. It was almost like somebody was reaching out to me to teach me how I should have been living my life. And I accepted it. I accepted full accountability. Everything was done in black and white, right or wrong. And there was no fence in the middle. I mean, there was no gray matter at all. It was done as if this is the way you probably should have done it.